Hey, this is IndigoMusic.com. I'm Rohit, and AI is taking over the world, or is it? And that's exactly what we're talking about this time, though, when it comes to wedding plannings. There are a lot of AI in the wedding planning, entire thing right now. And I've got someone who is a part of this entire wedding planning industry. I've got Anukya with me, who is the principal designer with Nooks and Corners. Anukya, welcome to IndigoMusic.com.
Thank you so much.
Anukya, first the cameraman was replaced by a drone, and now AI is making wedding schedules with technology taking over at probably half the cost. Where do you see this leaving wedding planners?
So firstly, I'd like to start off by saying I don't think we can ever be replaced. That
Okay.
is because as much as I'm an engineer myself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm exposed to a lot of technology naturally. So
Yes.
I would say AI is more helpful as a tool as opposed to a replacement sort of thing,
Okay.
for us wedding designers, wedding planners, whoever it may be. It definitely aids a lot in the work that we do, but it can't do everything that we have to offer.
Yeah. And do you believe there's a limit as to how much of automation that should be allowed, especially in wedding planning, or is the future fully AI driven?
It's definitely not fully AI driven, at least when it comes to weddings, because,
Okay.
even we use a lot of automation. For example, when my clients come in, they want 3D visualizations, they want to see a realistic picture of how their event is going to look like. So, definitely, we use a lot of AI and technology when it comes to all of these things. But at the end of the day, it's us executing it, us running around. And with the help of the technology, we're able to create what we create, right? So I wouldn't say like take over or that, like it needs to be, what do you say, restricted.
Yeah.
We like where it's going and we would welcome any improvements or any more use of it. But at the end of the day, we still have a lot of work to do despite, having these tools at handy.
Could you rely on AI for weddings and also it backfiring? What risks do you think you foresee if you were to shift to AI to ease the tasks?
That's a great question. So, for example, let's just say like we've designed an outdoor event, right? We've used
Okay.
all these AI automation tools, we've printed out cards, and like we've just used the technology to do everything related to the planning and execution of things.
Yeah.
What if it rains that day? What are you going to do? Are you going to wait for AI to give you a solution, or are you going to bring up me and my team and like ask us what the solution is, what can be done? Like,
Hmm.
so with respect to that, like any rainy day, we're here to save you. Like rain or hail, like we know how to make it work.
And also the emotional connect that, because wedding is an emotional ceremony. It's an emotional function, if I have to call it. So people would want someone to be there as against just, them making something on AI and then making, all their arrangements themselves. So have you seen anybody do that and probably backfired at them?
Using AI?
Not just AI, maybe, just going on a certain platform and saying, this is how I want my wedding to be. So bring in all the things.
Definitely. Like, as much as you sit and plan, right?
Yeah.
On the day of the event is when most of the magic happens.
Yeah.
So as much
And the
as you
madness.
rely and exactly, it's
Yeah.
crazy, it's
Yeah.
chaotic, right? Like we stay up like hours and hours together in the night to bring something to fruition in the morning.
Yeah.
So definitely, even if we have things planned to the T, when the client arrives at the venue, we're still running around making sure those little tiny details are taken care of. We might have missed something. The client would want something more rather that day.
Yeah.
So it's us like running around. I don't think AI can bridge that little gap. And as much as like, clients want to use AI and plan everything, like on the day, like, are you still going to rely on technology to keep things in place? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's where I think that's where the human touch and of course the human creativity and commitment comes into picture. Well, Anukya, thank you so much for having this wonderful conversation. All the best with Nooks and Corners. And
Thank you
if
so
someone
much.
wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that on Insta, on Facebook? How do they go about it?
They can directly reach out to me. My handle on Instagram is Anukya Harish, ANUKYAHARISH. Or you can reach out through my company handle, Nooks and Corners, as well.
Fantastic. Well, all the best and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much. You too.